One of the most challenging parts of an auditor's job is selecting the actual weatherization measures to make at the mobile home. In this lesson, I'll describe the process we use at the Building Performance Center. We use 6 criteria to evaluate our weatherization work orders. Number 1 is total energy use. How we make our evaluation on total energy use is we analyze the homeowner's energy bills, and we also have an energy conservation specialist visit the site and work with the homeowner to possibly make some changes to save energy, possibly give them some energy-saving light bulbs and faucet aerators, but basically look their energy bills over and find out where the homeowner is with their energy use before we start the project. The second criteria is comfort levels in the mobile home. This is essentially a qualitative assessment. We do a visual assessment, and we also speak to the homeowner. The visual assessment, basically, we're looking for air leakage sites such as door weather stripping being missing or in bad shape. We look in the ductwork and possibly we see holes. We look around other air leakage sites. The other part of the assessment is speaking with the homeowner and hearing directly from them where they're having comfort issues in the home. Accessibility is the third criteria we use when looking at weatherization measures for a mobile home. Essentially, this means, are we even able to get the measure that we'd like to do done? Occasionally, we are not able to actually insulate a wall because there's already insulation in the wall. There may be attic cavities that need insulation, but it's too difficult to access the cavity, or possibly the ceiling, there's impending failure of the ceiling surface. Also, occasionally when we're doing underfloor work, there may not be enough room to actually crawl under the home, or it actually may be unsafe to be under the home. The fourth criteria is the cost of the measures we've identified. Roof insulation in some mobile homes is a straightforward and reasonable cost. Other roof cavity insulation projects may be more complex and may lead to additional expenses. For example, if we were to add insulation in some homes, we may need to replace recessed lighting for safety or add additional ventilation for durability. The fifth criteria we use is savings to investment ratio, or payback. When we evaluate a weatherization measure, we're interested in having it pay us back within a reasonable amount of time through energy savings. For example, air sealing a mobile home has a potential payback of less than 1 year, whereas a roof cavity insulation could take anywhere from 4 to 10 years to pay us back. Finally, we must consider the total weatherization budget. Often, we identify more measures than we have the money to do. Our job is to prioritize which measures offer the most opportunity to improve the energy performance of the mobile home. In this particular mobile home, our audit identified many opportunities to improve health and safety, comfort, durability, and energy performance. For example, from a health and safety standpoint, we found that this house had 2 combustion appliances and it did not have a carbon monoxide detector in the living space. Also, our plan is to insulate the roof cavity, and we found 8 non-IC rated light fixtures, and we had to have those changed out in order to insulate the roof cavity. In terms of comfort, this mobile home would have benefited from installation of new windows, but the budget wouldn't allow for it. We did find the house to be very leaky, and it was a great candidate for air sealing. When it comes to durability in this home, we found that it would be beneficial to replace the bath fan. We didn't find any other moisture problems in this home that needed to be addressed. The envelope measures we identified for this mobile home were blower door guided air sealing, duct sealing, add roof cavity insulation, and add underbelly insulation. All these measures were affordable and effective measures to implement at this home. In your audits, you may also find a number of opportunities for improving energy performance. For example, in this home, we have a gas furnace, and we didn't need to do any work on it. But in your homes, maybe you'll need to repair or replace that furnace. Air conditioning is another thing you might find at your homes, and they will also need possibly repair, cleaning, or replacement. Once you've identified your possible work measures, you need to prioritize them. This isn't necessarily easy. Most often, blower door guided air sealing and duct sealing pay back first and have the most effect on a home. Next, insulation. Insulating the roof cavity first, then the underbelly, and then possibly the walls have the most effect. Once you prioritize all your measures, this becomes your work order. In this lesson, we learned how to prioritize the work measures you identified during your audit against the selection criteria. That final list becomes your work order for the weatherization project.